Yeah, I like to have fun with Twitter, and a lot of people ask me, how do you come up with those humorous tweets? Guys, you're better than this. Let's go. I need something tonight. Bean burrito? Bean burrito does not get it done. Jesse, 140 characters, 140. Only a Wyoming fan would like that. That's right, Dorian, you're starting tonight, baby. Yeah, it's nothing. It just comes to me.
Welcome back, everybody. An NCAA Tournament edition here of the Ram Report with head coach Tim Miles. Brian Roth back with you. Colorado State on Selection Sunday. We're right here at Moby Arena awaiting for their name to be called, and lo and behold, the Rams show up as an 11 seed. That must have been a fantastic feeling.
It was a fantastic feeling, and it was very anxious, moving into that. In the morning, we had all Saturday off. We traveled home, and you were just kind of waiting and hoping that it all went well, and thank goodness it did.
Yep, a joyous occasion here on Sunday at Moby Arena.
We were pretty confident, but still, you still get that anxious feeling awaiting your name to come up.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our New York studios, the NCAA Basketball Championship Selection Show.
They'll have the opportunity to validate whether they should have been seated higher.
And the third team out of the Mountain West is the Rams of Colorado State.
It's a great feeling, that's why, everybody came here. We talked about, putting Colorado State on the map and being a team that can compete nationally, and we've taken steps to it every year.
We were waiting anxiously for our name to come up, and when it did, everyone was just pumped and ecstatic and just really excited.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, my God.
It's a pretty awesome feeling, and I know we're excited to be in it, but we still got some work to do.
Again, what a scene here at Moby Arena on Selection Sunday. And Tim, how about the kids? To know that they've worked so hard, had a chance last year, faltered down the stretch, to see that goal come to fruition had to be fun.
Well, what was cool was in the morning I got a text. The guys, we were going to watch it in the locker room, and the guys were like, we really want to be in Moby and watch it in Moby if we can. And I thought that was cool, just because this arena is the reason that we're in the NCAA tournament. If we don't get those 3 wins over those top 25 teams in this arena. So I thought it was fitting that they wanted that to happen. And Mark Paquette, our facilities guy, and Jaden Olson and Greg Eaton, my 2 administrative guys, really all made that happen. I thought that was cool. And so it was fun and to watch it that way, but it was just a great day to be a CSU Ram, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and of course, as you've seen the big diamond vision coming down to the floor, it was a great scene here at Moby Arena on Sunday. So you guys get the number 11 seed in the West region, and you get Murray State. And of course, Murray State's been a team that's been on the map and the radar all season long, 30-1. And a lot of people thought they might get a 4 seed.
Yeah, I think they feel like they're a little lower seeded than they deserve to be. But they're playing in their backyard, so tough break for you, Murray. The whole state of Kentucky is going to be pulling for them. The Yum Center is going to be filled with just general fans that, Kentucky's in the same region. Different region, but same venue and same site. So UConn will be there, Kentucky. It'll be really good games that way. And so I know that Murray State is a spectacular team. You look at Steve Prohm, their coach. He starts his career 31-1. That's a nice start. Not all of us started that way, And he's got Isaiah Cannon, who is a top player in the country. He's a Wooden finalist for one of the top 5 point guards in the whole country. He's a guy that not only makes his teammates better, but he can absolutely take over a game. He is a breakdown guard that can do it in transition. He can do it in individual one-on-one play. He can shoot threes. Any way you slice it up, he can do it.
Dante Poole's another kid who we were talking off the air a little bit. He's one of their kind of athletic kids that they like to throw out there. He was a kid who originally signed with you guys here at Colorado State.
Yeah, we recruited and signed Dante in 2007 when we got here. And there were some eligibility issues just coming out of high school from Las Vegas. Coach DeMarlo Slocum put us on him. We signed him. It never met the qualifications, went to prep school, ended up at Murray State. So it's a reunion of sorts there. Now, Dante was a phenomenal shooter, great kid, and it's fun. He used to have the long hair, you know, and now he's got short cropped hair and all that fun stuff, so I hardly recognized him. But he's a really good player. That'll be neat to see Dante again.
One of the things I think that first jumped out at me when you talked about Murray State, their size. They're not exceptionally big along the front line. Does that benefit you guys?
Yeah, I think so. You know, those are the teams that worry me. Two bigs worry me. They've always worried me. New Mexico, Wyoming, with this particular team, it had worried me. And that's why the week after we beat both those two teams at home, it was just ecstatic that, okay, now, you know, maybe, you know, our guys worried about it too. So being able to get a matchup of more moderate size, I think, is a pretty good advantage for us. You're not getting many advantages in this matchup, but that's one of them.
Yeah, and then you look at some of their numbers. They're a team that looks like they score a lot. They like to get out in transition. You've seen several teams like that in New Mexico, San Diego State, UNLV, all that like to do that. Does Murray State fit that mold?
Definitely. They're very fast, and they'll turn you over. They're very active hands. They do a great job in forcing turnovers, and then they also get to the foul line. They get to the foul line as much as we do, and we're one of the top 20 in the country. And so I think that's a big key too, because you know, normally in the NCAA tournament the whistles aren't quite as, you know, prevalent. So it'll be interesting to see who can overcome that.
Yeah, and of course another Colorado State connection, Marquette head coach Buzz Williams, former assistant here at CSU. Colorado State, if they would advance, would most likely take on the 3 seed in Marquette. Your thoughts on Louisville, Kentucky, a chance for your team to go east a little bit? I
think it's great. Louisville's a great town. The Yum Center is a phenomenal arena.
Hey, you've already played at Taco Bell Arena this year.
Yeah, we'll get them all the fast food places you can get. What are we missing? Dunkin' Donuts? You know, I mean, in Providence, but maybe Mark Devine from Nelligan Sports Marketing can get us there.
I'm sure he could. I'm sure he could. Final thought, what does this do for this program? And actually, maybe take a look back at where you were 5 years ago.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to, because then I have to go through the 2007-8 season, the 8-9. Those kids, you know, but you look at that, honestly, and you look at the Willis Gardners and Marcus Walkers and Andre McFarland, all those guys that bought into CSU when we had nothing going. This particular recruiting class, we did off a 9-22 season, you know, with Greg and Pierce and Dorian and all those guys. Jesse came in right away at the beginning. You know, our core guys all bought in when we had nothing going for us, and except getting our brains beat in every time we turn around. So, you know, the journey's been a phenomenal event in my life, in our players' lives, and I'm just very proud of this group of kids. But there's a group of kids that aren't going to be able to celebrate with this that made it happen too, and I'm just you know, so happy for this group. They've earned it, and they deserve it. Well, no question about it. I think you deserve it too, Tim, your staff. If you look at kind of a way to build a program from scratch to the NCAA is certainly Colorado State. It has to be a shining example. Well, we've been fortunate. I've taken NEI teams to the national tournament, a Division II team to the national tournament, and now we've taken a Division I team. There's not to the national tournament. Not many guys that have done that, but there's times when you wonder, does the recipe work? You know, when we were winning 16 games in 2 seasons, going 0 in the league, you're like, wow, maybe I'm not cut out for this, but you know, we are, and we did, and I'm just proud of these guys. Well, great season, and it continues coming up on Thursday. Best of luck. Thanks. All right, that's the head coach, Tim Miles, the Rams and the Racers. Murray State coming up 10:15 Mountain Time in the NCAA Tournament on Thursday. We'll take a timeout, talk some women's basketball with Kristen Holt. Comes up next. Stay with us here on the Ram Report.